So this might be a little bit out of season, but since it got 5 Oscar nominations, cinemas here have started showing it. And after watching it, I feel like this has been one of the best Christmas movies in recent times. Let's talk about The Holdovers. The Holdovers takes place at Barton Academy, a boarding school, and it's Christmas time, and the students and teachers are headed home for the holidays. But there are a few students whose parents are unavailable, and thus they're forced to stay at the boarding school for Christmas time. And to supervise them, a teacher by the name of Mr. Hunnam, is basically forced to stay back and supervise these kids. Now, Paul Hunnam, the teacher, is played by Paul Giamatti, and he is a very prickly teacher, someone who's not really friendly with his students and thinks of his students as little goblins. So, because of something that happened prior to this Christmas time, he is forced to supervise these students. Also staying over with the students and Mr. Hunnam is the head cook, Mary Lamb, played by Davine Joy Randolph. And Mary has just lost a son in the Vietnam War, so she's still processing this loss and is now staying over at Barton Academy during this Christmas time. Now, pretty early on, the parents of one of the students that are holding over decides to come back and collect him and also take along some of the other students that are there. But the parents of Angus Tully are not able to be reached, and so Angus is stuck with Mr. Hunnam, who he doesn't really have a good relationship with, and with Mary at the boarding school. Throughout the movie, we get to see the relationships between these three characters develop as they spend these 2 weeks together over Christmas and New Year's, as they get to know each other better, find out more about each other, their fears, their hopes, their dreams. Now, what I loved about this film is just how wholesome it is. It's been a while since we've had a Christmas movie that truly embodies the spirit of the season, for me at least. And yeah, I know it's a bit out of season, but it's because it's got nominated for a few Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Actor for Paul Giamatti, and Best Supporting Actress for Davine Joy Randolph. That's why it's being shown in cinemas over here. And luckily I got the chance to see it, because truly it is one of the most wholesome Christmas movies in a while. Spending time with these characters, you truly immerse yourself in what is happening on screen. You find enjoyment in seeing how they bond with each other and how they get closer with each other. For example, Angus Tully is a trouble student. He's he's not really a delinquent, but he does get in trouble, and he pisses off Paul Hunnam. But throughout the length of the movie, they grow together and they learn to work with each other, and they get closer to each other. And also Mary, who is processing this massive loss, losing her beloved son, who was also a former student at the academy. Well, seeing her process and overcome that loss, that's the beauty of this film, is seeing the growth and togetherness of these characters. And that just gives you such a wholesome feeling that I haven't felt from a Christmas movie in a while, because there hasn't been a Christmas movie that's been this good in a long time. So speaking of the Oscars, Paul Giamatti has been nominated for Best Actor, and Davine Joy Randolph, as I mentioned, has been nominated for Best Actress, and they give incredible performances in this movie. But I want to save a shout out for Dominic Sessa. I don't know if this is his first film, but on the poster it says introducing him, so what a first film this is. The chemistry between him, Paul Giamatti, and Davine Joy Randolph is what sells this movie. If this casting is wrong, if he is not a capable actor, this movie could well and truly fall apart. But Dominic Sessa, with the help of these two other actors, truly elevate the movie, and his characterization of Angus Tully is so likable that even the grumpy Mr. Hunnam becomes a lovable person, a lovable character at the end of the movie. How I would rate this movie, though, is I would say it's a very good movie, but it's not truly a great movie, but it's the most solid. Spoilers for the ranking, it's the most solid 8 out of 10 movie you will get. It's an 8 in every department. As I've said, the acting itself is solid 8s from the entire cast, but the cinematography, the editing, the story itself, it just feels like a full package. It is the most solid 8. You can really not find any flaws in this movie, but also at the same time, without those flaws, there aren't any truly great moments of cinema, but it is a really good time. As I've summed up, as I've already mentioned, The Holdovers is just a great new addition to the Christmas time movie list, because yeah, we've seen Home Alone and Home Alone 2 and Die Hard and the Santa Claus and all that multiple times, and it's great to finally have another edition that you can if you haven't seen it, this is a great addition for your Christmas time movie list. But even outside of Christmas, it's just an all-round great movie. So as I've spoiled the rating already, I give The Holdovers an 8 out of 10. So have you seen The Holdovers? If you have, please let me know what you think in the comments. If you haven't seen The Holdovers and you're planning to see it, I would highly recommend that you go and watch it. And I'll see you in the next video. Also, these end cards to other movies that have been nominated for Oscar awards at this year's Oscars.